The evacuation order came through every galactic communication network simultaneously. All vessels avoid the Lyrian system. Planetary extinction event imminent. No rescue operations authorized. On Lyria Prime, 3 billion Lyrians face their final days. The gentle, herbivorous species had built a peaceful civilization based on art, music, and philosophical contemplation. They possessed no weapons, no military, no means of defending themselves against the cosmic disaster that would soon tear their world apart. Their twin suns were destabilizing, and the resulting solar flares would strip away their planet's atmosphere within weeks. The Galactic Council's decision was pragmatic and cold. The Lyrians' pacifist nature made them poor candidates for relocation. They couldn't adapt to other worlds, couldn't contribute to galactic defense, and their philosophical approach to existence was considered incompatible with the harsh realities of modern spacefaring civilization. Resources must be allocated efficiently, declared Chancellor Vexmore during the emergency session. The Lyrians chose their path of absolute nonviolence. That path leads to extinction. We cannot waste ships and personnel on a species that refuses to evolve. Every member species of the Galactic Council voted for abandonment. Every species except one. Captain Rebecca Martinez stood before the United Earth Systems Emergency Council, her jaw set with determination. 3 billion sentient beings are going to die, and we're the only ones with the evacuation capacity to save them. Captain, Admiral Thompson replied grimly, even with our entire merchant fleet, we can maybe evacuate 50,000 Lyrians. It's a mathematical impossibility to save them all. Then we save what we can, Rebecca shot back. Since when do humans abandon people because the math doesn't work out? Within 6 hours, every available human vessel was racing toward the Lyrian system. Cargo haulers, passenger liners, military transports, research vessels, even private yachts. Humanity's entire spacefaring capability mobilized for the largest rescue operation in galactic history. The Lyrians watched the human fleet arrive with wonder and confusion. Never in their recorded history had another species offered help without expecting something in return. Their crystalline forms shimmered with emotions they had no names for as humans worked tirelessly to modify ships, expand life support systems, and coordinate the evacuation. Why? Asked Elder Kithanera, her translucent features reflecting the chaos of departing ships. Your own council members voted with the others. Why do you disobey your government? Captain Martinez paused in her coordination of the refugee transport. Elder, our government didn't vote for abandonment. Our representatives abstained because they knew we'd come anyway. Humans have this thing we call conscience. We can't just watch good people die when we have the power to help. The evacuation proceeded with typical human stubbornness. When ships became overcrowded, humans gave up their quarters to Lyrian families. When life support systems strained under the load, human crews reduced their own oxygen rations. When the Lyrians' delicate crystalline biology proved sensitive to human ship environments, humans worked around the clock to modify atmospheric systems. This is inefficient, observed Dr. Yelterra, a Lyrian scientist. You are exhausting your resources for minimal return. Chief Engineer Rodriguez, who hadn't slept in 36 hours while installing additional life support pods, looked up with tired but determined eyes. Doc, you've got that backwards. We're not doing this for return on investment. We're doing this because it's the right thing to do. As the first solar flares began ravaging Lyria Prime, the last human transport departed with its precious cargo. The evacuation had saved 847,000 Lyrians. Not the 3 billion they'd hoped for, but 847,000 lives that would have been lost without human intervention. The rescued Lyrians settled on 17 different worlds, each group maintaining their peaceful ways while adapting to new environments. They established the Lyrian Memorial Foundation, dedicated to preserving the memory of their lost world and honoring the species that had refused to abandon them. Years later, when the Galactic Council faced its own existential crisis from expanding cosmic anomaly, it was the Lyrians who stepped forward first. Their philosophical insights, and peaceful mediation proved essential in unifying the fractured alliance. We learned something from the humans, Elder Cathanera told the council. Sometimes the most impractical choice is the most important one to make. The humans had taught the galaxy that some things were worth doing simply because they were right.